Hey, gun oil people. All right, so I had some other oils that I had not used yet. Oh shit, I just found a damn splinter in my finger. I need to get that out. I was moving some firewood. So anyway, for those that watched my horse channel and saw the dog that came by to visit, he came by today and visit. He was chasing one of the rabbits. So I yelled at him and he was with a pack of 3. But I gave him some food and then he left again. So he knows he can come here for a free meal, I guess. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this oil test. So I knew there were some other oils that I wanted to do, so I went by the store, bought the same nails out of the same batch that I grabbed a couple days before, and I made some more test subjects here. So I have 10 nails there. And even though I only put the oil on the top half of the nail, so the bottom half would be the control, and then you could see the untreated versus the treated, somebody said I should have a blank nail, and I was going to do that at first, and I went, half is good. But since I had to redo this anyway to add other ones, I went ahead and threw a control nail in here. So one of the nails has absolutely nothing on it. All the nails have nothing at the bottom. And then the ones that I tested here was this TW25. This used to be the stuff a while ago. You know, when I was buying all my guns and into all stuff, every time something new came out that was greater, better, didn't do this, worked better in freezing, worked better, I forgot what this supposedly did, but it was supposed to be super, super good. And I had it, and I put it on some of my guns. Like I said, I clean my guns with so many different things. Somebody said Marvel Mystery Oil. They use that. I only put Marvel Mystery in my small engines. So, and it's supposed to like lubricate the rings or something if you put a little bit in your engine, and it'll smoke for a few minutes. But I add a little bit to my gas maybe once a year to like my lawnmower, my golf cart, and the motorcycle, etc. I don't know if I've ever put it in my car engine or not. The next one was Miltech. That was supposedly the great wonder oil. Strikehold, again, I told you I only use that mainly for a rust remover. Somebody asked what was in it. I'm assuming you can look it up. I don't know what's in it. Dry lube with Teflon. Somebody, a while ago, I either read an article or somebody said, oh, this is great, you should try it. And I'm like, all right, shit. Somebody mentioned Blaster. So I had some I didn't go out and buy any of these, by the way. These are all things that I had just sitting on the shelf every damn where. So Blaster, this is penetrating. I put that on one. Somebody wanted WD-40. Again, I would not use WD-40. Somebody said they've been using it for years, never had a problem. I'm telling you, you don't believe me? Ask Buck. Buck says he can, when people bring in a gun, he can tell it's had WD-40 because it's got that oisty crap on it. And he's anti-WD-40 too. I'm anti-WD-40 on guns. It's great if you want to use it, just to loosen something up, to penetrate. If I got a stuck nut, something like that, I'll spray some WD-40 on it. But cleaning my guns, I don't put it on high value things that I'm trying to keep nice. And then white lithium, a lot of people I've tried white lithium on my AKs. I don't really care for white lithium because as it dries, it turns yellow. And it kind of, I can't tell if it's aging or if it's getting crusty. It just doesn't look right to me when it dries. So I've used white lithium. I would use it if that's all I had, but I went ahead and put it on one of the nails. And then Mobil 1. And I did a test on where I poured Mobil oil and dumped my Glock completely in it, pulled it out, and it was dripping oil, and fired it for all the idiots that say, you can over oil the gun and it won't work. Shut up, you big dummies. So those are all the nails. I got them all marked. And these are only 3 days behind. So I did these on the 17th, and these are on the 20th. So, when I do the results, we'll know that this is 3 days newer. So those are the new oils that I did. Here's the old one, and somebody asked if I had it inside the barn. No, these are outside, kind of like on top of my firewood. Then I'm going to move them under the shed where the stands, or where the horses stand. Then I'll move them under the little shed where my golf cart's parked. Maybe I'll just leave it flat out in the middle of the yard one night. I'm trying not to rub anything on the nails in order not to give an unfair advantage, because I lay it in grass and one of the nails gets cleaned off and the other one doesn't, and then it becomes unfair. So I'm trying to keep it semi scientific, so to speak. So anyway, here's what the nails look like if they're going to come out. And it may not do it because I've got all those backgrounds. Let me move all this background junk and see if I can get a good zoom on these guys. And you can tell after 3 days what the nail looks like. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of, one of them didn't look, maybe it was that one that looked like it was kind of rusting up. One of them didn't do too well. And I was like, oh crap, I'm glad I don't put that shit on my guns. So that's what the nails are looking like so far. Now the only variance to these might be on the roof because I did not clean the hammer every time I hammered it in. So if any of the top of the nails give a variance, it's because I use the same hammer. I probably have some cross-contamination from a little oil staying on the hammer from a previous one and then hammering in the later one. So the top of the head, I would not say is a good representation of the oil. But halfway down this middle point here, on every one of them, I wiped the same way with a paper towel. I sprayed it and put it on a paper towel and then wiped it with the same paper towel and that oil. So all these little ones right here, I think that's the one. There's one that's not doing real good at all. I was like, damn, that sucker looks like a rust creator than a rust preventer. But we'll get to it after, I'll give it a week. I don't want to give too quick results. And then have somebody whining, that was my favorite oil, you tricked me, you. Shut up, you big crybabies. I ain't freaking tricking no damn body. All right, so those are the oils. Those are the old ones. These are the new ones. Again, same lot, same nails, and we'll see what happens in a week or two. If I notice a good, as soon as I can pick out, like, damn, there's 3 or 4 that look pretty good, and the rest of them are kind of rusting pretty good, then I'll do another video on it. But this one I wanted to cover all the new oils that I'm trying. So these oils with the other oils, hopefully I covered a lot. There was a few. I don't have frog lube. I always thought it was too expensive. I heard too many people complain that it gets gummy. I heard other people, oh, you got to use a hairdryer. You got to heat it up. I'm like, I ain't got to heat something up to oil it. What the hell? So I don't use frog lube. I know people swear by it. I'm not cracking on your lube. I know I'm going to have somebody coming here freaking crying, I use it on my bald head. You're just picking on me because I shut up, you big crybabies. All right, well, in that there, and Moki was up here earlier. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's over there eating. He was ever like, Dad, I'm sleeping. Why? Moki cat. He wasn't too happy that the dog came over. He's like, shit, he was in the house. Where'd little Moki cat at? Come say hi to YouTubies. I don't need to see nothing, damn YouTube people. All right, well, in that there,